Small World Podcast, the podcast where you are the topic of discussion. I'm your host, Chris Long.
I'm Austin Newborn.
And I'm Ranch Pocket.
Are we doing this again?
Oh, man.
That was like
Is
the
that a
last
Q&A?
Q&A episode
Yeah.
or something.
Callback.
And this week with us, we have nobody, because it's a
Nobody.
mailbag episode.
We have an empty chair.
It is an empty chair.
With
Where's the
nobody in it.
fox?
Where is the fox? Where am I?
He's not in there.
Austin's replacement.
The fox,
Where's my
he's not.
replacement?
It's okay. He's on it. He had to take a week off.
The
I
resident
wanted to
fact
meet
checker.
him.
I mean, I can go get him.
Go get him.
Okay.
No,
In
I'm
other
just kidding.
news,
Go get him.
guys,
Oh.
we have a new mascot that we
do.
invented just
Oh, he's
now.
actually getting him.
Oh, Nate's
this-
actually leaving.
Wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to move.
This is so much of an ordeal.
I'm going to fall. This is fun.
Anyway,
Bye, Nate.
so Austin, how was hiking?
It was a good hike. I did a lot of hiking. It was way more... Foxy!
Foxy!
So-
Live in studio.
So the hike, I did a lot of hiking, and I thought it was 5.9 miles. It was 8 miles.
Oh my gosh.
And the first 1.5 were straight up a hill,
Mm-mm.
and my calves almost died. And I got some ticks on my legs. I swatted them off where they sucked my blood and all that.
What?
But-
Can you rephrase that exactly as you just said it?
So, yeah, they didn't suck my blood because I have leg hair, and I was like, no.
What
Go
I just
away.
heard
No.
is they just beep sucked your blood, and you can figure out what the other word was.
What?
It's a word that starts with the S. It's not a curse word.
I don't know what I said then.
It's a
I
name
don't
for
know
someone
either.
who is promiscuous.
Oh, okay. I'm with you now.
I think I said slucked my blood.
Sluck to your blood.
Slucked. I think that's what I said, and you
wanna
heard.
put Foxy
Give
in the
me
chair?
Foxy. It's mine. Hi, Foxy.
Foxy, hello.
That kinda
Welcome to
been
the pod.
with my dog a lot, but it's okay.
It's all right. Hi,
You think
Foxy.
your dog was like upset that you took Foxy?
Probably.
He's always on the other side of the door just freaking out.
Just whimpering and crying? So
It's
all
sad
right.
that the fox can be in here, but the dog can't.
Yes,
If Zoe was quiet, she'd be fine.
it's my
But she wants to
being
chew
quiet.
cables.
Yeah, chew cables.
It's my backup host right here. How'd he do, by the way? Was he a good host?
Yeah, he didn't make up any facts.
That's pretty good. There you go, buddy. You can sit. Oh, you knocked my seltzer water over.
Oh, not the seltzer
It's all
water.
right. There you go. Stay right there, bud.
So, guys, I think we should launch this episode with our announcement.
Our announcement.
We have an announcement?
We have an announcement.
Are you pregnant?
Well, that's one of the questions. Just kidding. No, our group chat grew by one body, right?
Oh yeah, it did grow by one person.
Oh, yeah, that one. I'm
Nate,
so sorry.
the producer.
I was like, what group chat?
The Small World Media Conglomerate umbrella,
Yes,
I termed it first.
you did,
he did.
has grown by one body.
One.
Nate, do you care to tell us more about that?
Yeah.
It's like-
So
Look at all the
yeah,
homework he's
says
done.
absolutely nothing.
I
else.
just we have to build tension for the big reveal.
Okay.
I can't just go out and say it.
Okay.
I need a drum roll. I don't like this. All right, it's Jack Cesare.
Yes.
What will he be doing, Austin?
Oh, I haven't talked about this much. I was hiking.
He's hiking this whole time.
He's been
I've been hiking
for a
all
week and a half.
He's gonna do a podcast
Do you guys just not know what he's actually
I
as
do.
well.
Okay,
And go ahead.
he's going to be
Austin's so
doing.
out
He's
of
going to
it.
be doing segments on books he's read recently.
Yes.
Just like I believe he said 30 minutes of just a review of the book and just some insights on it. And it's going to be available. We haven't figured out the platforming for it yet, but we'll let you know as soon as we get that sorted out.
So book
All right.
review, like that.
Okay, PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Let me make this sound not terrible. All right, so Jack Cesare has joined the Small World Podcast Media Conglomerate as
Yup.
our Texas correspondent.
Yes.
We're coming for Disney.
We're coming for you, Disney. We have one correspondent in Texas.
Disney's in Florida.
I don't know if Disney has a correspondent in Texas.
They have nothing to do with Texas. Anyway,
Yeah. I was about
So,
to say they're in Florida.
every once in a while we'll check in with Jack, see how
Yep.
he's doing, get a little bit of an update with him. But he will also be producing content under the brand. So what that means moving forward is that he will be launching his own podcast under the Small World name that will be focused on book reviews,
Yes.
book reports, philosophy, all the stuff that he's really into.
Yep.
So we're really excited. Jack, welcome to the team.
Yep. So are we called Small World Media now?
Ooh, I like that.
So is it going to be like his podcast name presented by Small World Media?
I love that, actually.
Right. So just making decisions
Yeah,
without
man.
him. But
I love that.
all right. So I got to redo the logo again. is what you're
Yes,
saying.
please do.
Dang it.
I mean, you
Ooh,
can
put our
keep
new
the
mascot
old one.
on it, Globy.
Globy. Yeah, this is Globy, by the way. If you're listening, sorry, you should watch the video. Globy has headphones on, and he's a globe, hence the name Globy. So
We're really branching off into our own media conglomerate.
we are.
Globy stole Chris's headphones, so
did.
I can hear myself and Chris. I can't hear Austin, and
No.
it's like I'm in the headphones. Austin can hear
You
me, and Chris can just hear.
And
us
I
in
can hear
normal.
everything perfectly fine because I'm not wearing headphones.
Yeah. Yes.
because you didn't connect into the technology.
But Globy can hear
You
all.
didn't. You didn't sell out.
Globy
Chris.
hears all.
Hears all. So,
all wise, all knowing.
yes.
Omnipotent Globy.
So if we're running out of content, we just say Globy. What do you think?
I think the fox
That
is
was
feeling
great.
neglected.
Sorry, Foxy. How are you
We
doing?
have a
bud?
lot of
Foxy and
hosts.
Globy? Oh, wow. This is incredible.
This is
And the
getting
Texas
weird.
correspondent.
Are we now just like kids with imaginary friends?
Well, no. So Foxy was Austin's replacement.
Yes.
He did such a good job, though.
Foxy's the
Foxy,
resident fact
lift your
checker.
head
So
up.
he's the Jamie of the podcast. And then Globy's just the mascot of the brand.
Yes. Like a Dalmatian at a firehouse.
Right, yeah. So I think we got it all sorted out now. I think we all
do.
know our roles.
Yes.
The guests have to sit on the floor because the fox has the chair.
No, they're not getting a chair anymore. This is his chair.
Foxy, look that up for us real quick.
All right.
You're click.
Good job.
Oh,
buddy.
man. All right, so we got some questions from our Q&A portion of this episode because that's what a mailbag is. We
Yes.
ask people to send in some questions. And Austin, did they send in any?
No.
Oh, boy.
Well, let's end it.
All right, guys, that was the episode. Nah, just kidding. Me and Nate also posted on our stories, and
Yeah.
we got questions.
Yeah.
But if you haven't already followed us on our Instagram account,
Instagram.
Austin, what's the exact? Sorry, did I say Instagram?
Yeah.
And
Instagram, TikTok, and the Twitter. All at Small Worldcast. Pretty easy.
Or you can email us, and we will read your email live on the show.
At smallworldcast@gmail.com. It's
Right.
pretty simple. They're all the same.
Yeah.
So
It's almost like that was intentional.
what if we get
Yep.
a website and we can't get Small World Cast?
Oh,
we already
boy.
do. It's Small Worldcast. That's our merch website.
Oh, our merch website. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we're good.
So I think we should start off light with our first question. Our first question comes from Thomas Powell Helms, and
Yay.
he asks, "What is the meaning of life?"
Thomas.
Thomas asked a lot of questions.
He did. He asked of
3.
at least 3, more than that, but at least 3.
Well, Thomas, you know what the meaning of life is.
What is the meaning of life, Austin?
Well, he goes to seminary and stuff. He knows what this is. So, does he want that answer?
I'm pretty sure
or
he
does
goes to
want us
Western
to-
Carolina, but yeah.
Well, yeah, he's like, you know what I mean. But
Seminary?
he worked at Snowbird.
He did.
But
yeah.
It comes
anyways.
down to meet those at Western Carolina.
He knows the meaning of life, but I'm trying to think through his head. Does he want us to answer that, or does he want to answer funny, or what does he want?
Answer
from you?
however you feel is appropriate.
I'm going to let you answer first.
I'm going to lob it over to Nate.
Nate, you answer first. I'm trying to decipher how I want to answer this, because
So
I already
the
have the answer. But
Answer is 2,000-fold, but I'm going to give you
2,000
two
fold.
different answers. All right. So for our faithful people out there, the purpose of life is to, withheld to my beliefs, to worship God and to serve Him. And ultimately, the purpose isn't get to heaven. It's to do those things, and heaven's just the other half of it. But if we're going on the more of a, I guess, real life meaning, the real purpose of life is to just live it. Like, there's nothing more to say. It's like, to live it, you're going to make mistakes. You're not going to know what you want to do all the time, and that's okay. You just walk it one day at a time.
Awesome.
I think I got the right. Solo Deo Gloria. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, not to us, but to his name be the glory. That's the real.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one I think he wants, but I don't know if it's the one he really wants.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
I'll stick with that too. I will.
All right.
I will publish that answer.
There
Or
you
as
go.
Jack would say, HGA.
HGA. Shout out to Jack.
And
Hi,
KB.
Jack.
Hi, Jack. So, Solo Deo Gloria kind of leads into our next question.
Oh.
Why are Austin and Chris Calvinists?
Oh. Who did you ask this, Nate?
No, it was still Thomas.
Oh, it's still Thomas. Oh, okay. Hi, Thomas. So, my reason? Because everywhere I've read, everything I've looked at, it just makes sense in my head. Does that mean my theology is 100% right? No, because it was ultimately made up. Well, not made up. The theology.
It was what?
Wrong word. The theology was interpreted by humans, so we're not going to get everything right. But looking at Scripture, everything points to that theology being correct. I'm not saying it's the only theology, because there's a lot of theologies. Any of them could be right. None of them can be right. But biblically and logically, it makes the most sense. That's why.
Yes, I agree. I consider myself a Calvinist because I said that very Ben Shapiro like with the speed of those words.
I consider myself a Calvinist.
I consider myself a Calvinist, and
this is the reason why.
He would never.
He's Jewish.
This is true.
So I consider myself a Calvinist because from what I understand of it, it makes the most sense spiritually. And that is also my interpretation of the Scripture from what I have read. Now, like Austin said, does that mean I am completely right about everything? Yes. But also...
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I could be wrong. We'll find out one day. But I think I'm right. Yeah. And that's why I believe what I believe.
It just seems right to me because it's literally giving God all the power and knowledge of everything. And it's like, I don't want to limit God. I'm not going to be the guy who limits God in any form or shape or fashion. So I was like, and I'm not saying others do, because they also have some logical arguments against that. But in my head, my human brain, it's the one that gives him the most glory, I would say. So
for sure.
Yeah,
I used to be super anti-Calvinist, and then I read a book and was listening to some material from some guys who are Reformed theologians. The book is called Ashamed of the Gospel by John MacArthur, and that really flipped my perspective on the whole thing. I know John MacArthur's a wishy-washy figure. He's very, what's the word?
Political.
Yeah, but that's not the word I was looking for. Controversial. He's a very controversial figure. So I'm not advocating anyone else to go read Ashamed of the Gospel. But if you do want to go read Ashamed of the Gospel, published in 1998 by a printing press, it really flipped my perspective and led me to understand the nature of God better.
Yeah. Because going
Nate,
back to that.
any perspective on that?
So my perspective on it is I'm neither Calvinist or Arminianism. I just think that
Molinism.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean we can go towards that area, but I think there's truths held in each. I don't think either is 100% all the way accurate. I mean, not because the points aren't necessarily good, but once again due to interpretation. I draw it down to that. I mean, if anything, I would say I guess I'm more of a 3-point Calvinist, but I don't like the term Calvinist personally. Just because that's
Calvin bad.
Attributing it to a man rather than to God.
Reformed.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I use that word more anyway.
Yes,
because I don't like the idea of following a theology named after a man. You know, if that makes sense. Just in principle, it's not that
Lutherans. We're looking at you.
But I got to get back behind the mic. But really, no, it's just I mean, I have beliefs and I believe in free will, but I also believe God knows all. It's it's a line to walk, and I have my understanding of it, but that's where I land.
Gotcha. Cool. Our next question comes from Drew Witter. Shout out to Drew the Giant. What is your go-to salad dressing?
Go-to?
Yeah.
I had a side note before that.
Okay, go ahead.
I just don't want it to make it sound like I understand God, but this okay, salad dressing.
Only Globy knows all.
Only Globy knows. It's not sacrilegious.
It's because he's got the whole world in his hands.
Oh, that's great.
I'm not laughing at that. I refuse.
Hello and welcome to the Globy podcast, where the whole world is in his hand. That's incredible.
Oh man.
Okay, remind me later. I just had brilliant advertising ideas
All right.
in that moment.
All right.
Anyway,
Favorite
go
salad
to.
dressing?
I like ranch.
Like
Ranch is the best.
like
There's no debate.
We know that
I
Nate's
like
a ranch pocket.
my vinaigrettes. No, you don't. You just want to try to be healthy. It's okay.
there is another, but
There is another.
I have to expound upon that. Like home style ranch, or are you talking like Hidden Valley? Like,
Both
Any of
are
it.
terrific.
Any ranch except for like Food Line brand.
have you ever
What?
seen?
No, there's not bad ranch.
There's some that's kind of weird.
Zaxby's ranch is phenomenal. Though.
I've had some ranch where I'm like,
Yeah, there's
like,
some bad ranch.
throw
There's
up
not
a
bad
little.
ranch.
But
It's-
there's no bad ranch at pizza restaurants.
There's only good ranch and lukewarm ranch. Your ranch has to be cold.
Yeah, this is true. But I only like I can deal with Hidden Valley, especially if you like dipping pizza crust or something in it.
All right.
That's good. But home style ranch, like the thin, watery kind, that's good.
Mm-hmm. That's the good stuff.
That's real ranch.
I don't
Are
know.
we all ranch guys?
No, I'm not a ranch
Okay.
guy. Caesar salad dressing.
Oh,
Okay.
Caesar salad. Caesar salad is amazing.
It's the best salad.
It
You
is
got
the
the
best salad, I'm not
Parmesan,
gonna
you got the
lie.
croutons, you got
the cheese.
I already said the
you said- I'm
Parmesan.
sorry.
you got the
I wasn't
lettuce,
listening.
you got the tomatoes and such. A little bit of
Unless
onion
you
maybe.
go to Outback and there's no tomatoes.
Well,
It's
they're
just
dumb.
lettuce
but
and cheese and croutons.
That's good stuff, and
amazing.
it equally covers everything of lettuce because they toss it. It's just not on top. It's actually tossed. It's good.
Okay, there's two type of people in this world. There's people that don't mind, like, and they have appreciation for someone shaking their Tupperware into salad, and there's people
Yeah.
that despise it with their whole heart.
Yeah.
If you despise it, grow up. It's
Yes.
really not that big a deal.
It
But
isn't a big deal.
Oh, I know, but there are those type
Oh,
of people.
you put a little bit of chicken, grilled chicken on a Caesar salad.
Mm, that's good stuff.
Well,
That's
I
good.
mean,
I could eat that every day.
I do have to shout out another dressing, but just the way a Thousand Island dressing complements a Big Mac,
Mm,
very
Thousand Island
nice.
dressing is good.
I am
very
a ranch
unhealthy.
purist.
It's like the worst dressing. but
You
What
dip.
is Thousand Island dressing? What's in it?
It's
Thousand
ketchup,
Islands.
mayo, buttermilk, and
How do you
relish.
know
So
this
it's
so
mayo
well?
chup.
mayo chup. Yes.
Best dressing is Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, avocado lime ranch.
But that's pretty
Mm.
good. But anyways, Thousand Island is the best chicken dipping sauce, in my opinion. It's not a salad sauce. It's a dipping
The best
sauce.
chicken dipping sauce.
I
you
think
dip-
Chick-fil-A is pretty
You
good.
dip
My
some
brother
chicken-
in Christ, it's barbecue and it's not even close.
Ew.
What do you mean?
Honey
You
mustard's
need-
up there.
No. Not
Unless we're
barbecue
talking
sauce.
specifically Zaxby's, which has the best ranch in the game.
What about
It's barbecue.
What about
the honey
Z-sauce?
mustard? Have y'all ever had the honey mustard sauce that comes with the Alice Springs chicken at Outback? I'm bringing
You
up
eat at Outback
How often
way
do you
more
go
than
to
the
Outback?
average bear.
I'm just saying, like,
100% of my visits to Outback have been with you specifically.
He's like, gotta have that pumpernickel.
it ain't a Thursday if you don't have a blooming onion.
I don't
Oh,
go
my
but like
word.
once a month.
Meanwhile-
I know that's a lot.
Once a month?
I know that's a lie, but how many
Meanwhile,
times
in
do you go to
Australia-
a certain restaurant a month?
Guys,
It's
for
literally-
context, there is not an Outback Steakhouse within a 30-minute driving
23
distance.
Do
minutes.
you drive to
It's
Goldsboro?
23? You
You
know
drive
that?
to Goldsboro to go to Outback.
No, he
No,
goes
it's
to Rocky
Rocky
Mount.
Mount.
But
Oh.
time out. He knows the
I
exact
meet my
time
dad there to
distance.
eat.
23 minutes.
I eat there so much because me and my dad meet in Rocky Mount because it's not too bad of a drive for him. It's an okay drive for me, and we just
Outback.
prefer to go there over the terrible Texas steakhouse that takes an hour to serve you.
Why are those your only two options?
Because
There's
we're not
better
going any further in the
steakhouses.
Rocky Mount. That's a mistake.
I just feel like Nate has an affinity for Outback
I know,
Steakhouse,
I do.
and he's a closet Outbackian.
Yeah. He's got to have that Australian steak. Has the same seasonings as an American steak, but it's Australian, mate.
Oh,
It's
I don't
Australian
get
because of where
Australian,
it's
mate.
from.
It's Outback. Something different about it.
I love
feels
being
attacked.
I love being hated for liking
We got
the
pumpernickel
restaurant.
bread, man. Does Texas Roadhouse have blooming onions? I don't think so.
I do not like the blooming onion. It's burnt most of the time. So
It's burnt most of the time because you go there too much.
once a month.
Oh,
Max. It's usually
man.
once every 2 months, but we'll
They
go with
see
that.
you walk in every month on the dot, and they're like, "Not this guy again."
Burn the blooming
Greg,
onion.
burn his onion. Oh man,
The
what was the
Outback
question?
slander. About dressing.
Ranch.
Ranch. Oh man.
I love these mailbag episodes,
Okay.
guys.
What's the next question?
Our next question comes from the Kelly Blake.
The
Shout out
Kelly
on
Blake.
having a kid, by the way.
Has a kid now. Nice.
Which Ninja Turtle is the best?
Oh. Well, you got
I've always been a Mikey guy.
Michelangelo. Yeah.
Which one is that? I only know them by their
Or the
colors.
orange one.
The orange one
Yeah.
shows your immaturity.
Bit of a goofball.
No, I like that purple dude. He's like rough and tough. He's like, come at me, bro.
I liked. Yeah.
It's like
I like
Batman.
Leo.
I like the blue one.
Leo was Leonardo.
Which one is that?
Blue.
Oh, okay.
He was
yeah,
good, too.
I like
He's
blue
like
one.
the leader, isn't he? He's
Yeah,
like
he-
kinda
he's the
evil.
smart
He's
one.
the mental leader.
Yeah.
He was him and Mikey were like,
the one
tied.
and two.
But
I'd
I
say
mean,
the purple guy then.
the people who liked Ralph growing up were the ones.
Ralph?
I don't know.
Isn't it Raphael?
Raphael.
Yeah, but they called him. It's Rafi or Ralphie or
What,
something.
which
I don't
one's
know.
he?
I'm talking about
The red one, I
because
think.
Who's the one?
Actually,
that
wait, I do.
people who grew up like in that comment somewhere where you're at in life right now. If he was your favorite Ninja Turtle, I just want to. I'm doing some research.
When I was younger, he was my favorite.
Okay, we figured
Who's
it
the
out.
one-
I don't need your comments anymore.
is he the one who's always eating pizza?
No, he's
I think
like
they're
the
all
angry
always
one.
eating pizza.
Oh,
Yeah.
the angry one. Okay. I
Which,
thought the
I
purple
mean-
one was always angry. Or is he just like
He's just solemn.
I don't know.
solemn's okay?
I don't like this narrative that Nate thinks I'm a bully and the red one was my favorite Ninja Turtle growing up. I feel like that correlates somehow.
Heavily.
Heavily.
Maybe.
This is a false narrative. Anyway, our next question comes from PR Boyce.
PR boys.
Shout out to the first guest ever on the podcast.
Yes. Good old James.
Also, the only person to not have his actual name, but instead his Instagram handle in the username.
That is a
the
decision.
video.
It's true.
So.
We did do that. I think we were thinking about hiding names at that point, and
Yeah.
then Nate was like, "No, I'm just gonna tell everybody where I live." So we're like, "Screw that."
Nate was like, I live at 403.
What
We got to get the honks again.
You're not gonna name my address.
I'll bet.
No. I would delete
Say
the
I won't.
podcast.
The whole thing.
Yes.
It's gone.
The anchor's gonna be gone.
Guys, the red Ninja Turtle being my favorite growing up has nothing to do with what you just witnessed. Anyway,
Yeah.
Nate. James said, ooh, words are hard. If you had to move somewhere outside of the U.S., where would it be and why?
Well, luckily we got a big old map behind us.
Let's take a gander. Well,
Japan.
I'm gonna say
Japan.
I'm gonna say Arkansas because it's actually Arkansas is what's on the map inside
You
the
said
U.S.
out of the
Arkansas's
US.
got to be somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
He's making a
that
joke.
joke was very not funny.
Oh, I didn't mean
If
for it
you
to be
laugh-
funny. I'm 100% serious.
If you laughed, you were not welcome on the pod.
Nah.
I don't know. I think
Japan
that
seems so cool. That or
Y'all ever been to Ukraine?
no. Might be going soon.
Wait, what?
Not me.
Oh.
All of us.
Oh, all of us.
what they gonna uproot all the Americans and move them to Ukraine?
Are we getting drafted as a
That's
podcast?
what I was gonna say. Little thing called a draft there, son.
We're getting drafted as a podcast.
Hope I
Yeah.
make it to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I was thinking the Pittsburgh Penguins personally.
There you go.
I
Got
can't stand
the-
the Penguins, and I don't even watch hockey like that.
I guess like Ontario.
Ontario.
Yeah.
Eh?
Toronto would be pretty
Or
hype.
Toronto. Yeah.
Toronto.
Yeah.
I've
I
been.
mean,
I
Toronto's
wanna
in
go to
Ontario,
Raptors.
so you just it's a
Toronto's
province.
pretty nice.
Toronto, Ontario. I
Yes,
think
it
that's
is
right.
Ontario.
Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
knew what I
nice.
was talking
I don't know.
about.
I just don't think Canada's the place for me to go right now. Anyway.
Oh, true.
There's
yeah,
a lot going
changing
on
that
right
answer.
there. I mean, I've been to England and France. They're both okay. France, you got to worry about being pickpocketed all the time.
Oh, I'm going to Sweden.
Oh, I just
I
thought
probably
about
would
Finland.
pick a. I probably would
Finns
pick
are
a.
crazy.
A Norse.
Yeah, Norwegian area would be nice.
Definitely
mean,
Sweden.
I
You
already
got good
looked
soccer
the
teams
part,
for the World
so-
Cup, and you get to live the highest quality life.
Right. Yeah.
So it's
That's
funny
the
though.
that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I'd rather pick Sweden, Norway, Finland, or Japan. And they say Japan is just like Norway, Sweden,
Right.
Finland. So it's like we like those countries for a specific reason.
Just with the
Finland, if you ever want to be on the podcast,
come on now,
the
all
entire country.
your weird language and everything.
It would only take us like 8 episodes to have everyone from Sweden on.
Yeah. When we promise we won't make Swedish chef jokes. We promise.
Hing-a-ding-a-ding.
We won't do that.
that's terrible.
That's cultural
Oh,
appropriation,
man.
Chris.
I wouldn't even call that cultural appropriation.
Is that culture?
No.
That's disrespect, some blatant disrespect.
It's a Muppet. Did you ever watch the Muppets growing up?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a Muppet game on my Game Boy, and it scared me because
Scared
people were kidnapped, and I was like 6, and you had to like try to fight the different Muppets to save them. It was terrifying for
Got to
us.
fight monster on the drums, you know. It's like,
It was the scientist at the end, you know.
oh,
I don't know.
Wait,
They had a big robot, and you
the
had to like
meep
fight
meep
it.
scientist.
Meep meep.
No, it was more like meep meep meep,
Yeah.
like that
Uh-huh.
one. That's all he said.
Terrifying game.
Okay. We can delve more into that trauma later.
Yeah, I was looking at the island, see if I can find any. There's an island called Ascension. What?
I was gonna say Hawaii, but
That's
I might just be
America.
slow.
That's
Yeah.
America.
That's definitely the U.S.
Azores, Maldives.
He's just
None of these
naming
have.
islands.
All right, we're rambling at this point.
Lord.
Our next
Howe
question
Island.
comes from Ethan Fatsoon _ and he says, "Quote: Is Wilson on the map yet?" Well, the one behind us.
No, no.
I mean, to
DC's
be
on the
fair,
map.
Newark's not on that map. I mean, New York is not on that map either.
I thought you said Newark. I was like Newark, New Jersey.
I mean, Newark's not on that map either.
There are no cities on the map behind us.
We
if
got-
that's your question.
we got the Ottawa and DC, Mexico City, Brasilia.
well, they
okay,
didn't-
I lied.
The district-
Djibouti's on that map. Yeah.
Censor the map.
And then why is there like 50 Russian towns, but everybody else only has one town?
Because Russia is the size of North America.
Without sectioning.
Yeah.
But everybody. Okay, Australia has 3 towns too. Okay,
Anyway,
There's only 3
Yeah.
towns
no,
in
Wilson
Australia,
is not
Catherine.
on the map.
not yet. We got a new pizza
Well,
shop.
I mean, Wilson has like
What pizza shop?
1 or 2
There's a
claims
new
to
pizza
fame,
shop
right?
in downtown with a arcade in it, and they get their water from New York City to make.
I
their
saw
pizza
that place.
better.
I walked by it the other day.
They get their water. That can't be cheap.
Isn't it a brewery right beside the brewery?
It's right next to the brewery. Yeah.
I said the
Oh, okay.
brewery.
The brewery.
Go down to the buoy.
It's literally right down from Ruckus and Redemption.
Yes,
Okay.
You can
Shout out
see
to
it.
Ruckus and Redemption. If you ever want to sponsor us,
That pimento cheeseburger with that bacon jam. That's good.
okay, not free content.
Sorry.
Oh no, they've been promoted.
want-
It's too
Oh,
late.
No,
Dang
I
it.
want them to bring a burger.
Just deliver it to us.
What was that name of but like in terms of Wilson, Barton College, there was a graduate, I think the actress Ava Gardner, from the old like movies. She's
Who?
from Barton.
Hmm.
She
Don't
was
nobody
like
care about Barton?
I'm talking about Wilson,
I know.
Wilson.
Wilson.
Barton?
as they say here.
Okay,
Wilson.
Wilson's-
I was at a house. I was at work, working at somebody's house, and I'm pretty sure I was near Raleigh, and they said their daughter was going to Barton, and I was like, "You know about Barton?"
What do you
So-
mean this isn't the place for D2 athletes?
I don't know.
Got him. Anyway, what was the question? I feel like we're
Is
doing
Wilson
this too
on the
much.
map?
Oh, is Wilson on the map? To answer your question, we are known for 2 things: spinning trash and a baseball team that has not won a conference championship in the entire history of its representation, named after a tobacco leaf.
Yeah.
An industry that used to be dominant in Wilson.
No,
True.
It's dead. It hasn't the Tops. They've been around since like the 1930s.
1934.
Ouch.
How have you
That's
never won a
crazy.
championship?
That kinda
That's
stinks.
terrible. The Cardinals are the same, and it's actually worse. I think they were like earlier 1900s.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Cardinals.
won when they combined with the Pittsburgh Steelers because of the draft.
Yeah.
But
Those Cardinals.
Yeah, the Arizona Cardinals, not the
Yeah.
St. Louis ones.
Oh, I was about to say, didn't they just win a World Series or something? I thought we were still talking about baseball. Hey, at least you're not a Falcons fan.
sorry,
Dude,
y'all got the new
Falcons
red
fans are
helmets
the
back.
worst.
Y'all brought back the red helmets.
Oh yeah, those did us a lot of good back in the 70s.
I mean, you got to do something after losing everything.
Who's the
Yeah.
best Falcons player all time in your opinion?
Mike
Go.
Vick.
Okay, that's the only correct answer.
I
If
was
you
gonna
say Julio Jones,
Sorry.
I was gonna say he's a close second.
you're such a modern fan.
Yeah.
Close second. I mean, what legacy do they have?
What legacy does Michael Vick have? Ask Foxy. Foxy, look that one up for us.
Don't look Fox.
Zoe, cover your
Zoe,
ears.
where is she? Oh man. What a good episode. Speaking of colleges,
Yeah.
since we talked about Barton,
Yeah.
our next question also comes from Thomas Powell Helms, and it is the most significant. I might have to stand up for this one. It's the most significant question that we have this week.
How are you gonna stand up for this?
He's showing his
I'm
thing off to
standing.
the camera.
All right. Wait, how can I do this? Can I? It's going to be an ordeal to unhook this.
Yeah,
Yes.
I wouldn't
Don't
be
even
worth it.
try.
All right. Represent, baby.
Eastern Carolina.
Represent them Pirates. Let's go Pirates.
The only good thing on your shirt is Sup Dogs.
Number 8 in the nation, baby. Let's go Pirates. Won 20 in a row. Number 8 seed nationally, taking on the University of Texas. Number 9 seed nationally in the Super Regionals. This is our year, baby. This is the year we make the College World Series.
This is the first time I've ever heard Chris talk about baseball.
This is the first time I've ever been excited about baseball.
College baseball is mid.
Oh, it's not.
You have never been to a college baseball
College
game.
Baseball games in person are great. I don't mind any of them, but on TV,
College baseball games are the most exciting thing in sports.
I would not go that far, but they're
So
one of the
I'm
most exciting
gonna
college
be
They
sports.
go
watching the NBA
nuts.
finals.
They do go nuts.
They go nuts. So it's the fans that really make it
Yes,
better. Yes.
especially at East Carolina.
Fan
So,
interaction. I will not say it's the most exciting, but fan interaction. Fan interaction is the best in college
Yes.
baseball.
I could root for baseball teams if I could go to their games consistently. It's just a matter of I can't watch it on TV.
Just go to a Durham Bulls game.
Okay.
I mean,
Anyway,
We could do
I
a
work
small
in
world
Xavier, and it'd be
podcast.
more
at
reasonable for
Durham
me to go to
Bulls.
Mud.
this is our year, baby. Let's go Pirates.
It'd be more reasonable for me to go to Mudcats games.
Yeah, true.
Forget all that noise. Number 8 seed nationally,
I caught a
20 in a row, like 46 wins on the season.
I
This
got
team
something
is
to brag
stacked.
about.
Zach
Just
Agnos,
keep talking.
Jacob Jenkins Cowart. It's our year, baby. We're going all the way.
I caught
So to
it.
answer your question, Thomas, yes, ECU is the best team in
I
the
was gonna
nation.
brag about something, but he didn't let me.
You caught a home run ball, right?
I did.
I saw it on your story.
I was like, yoink.
That was crazy.
I'm
Where'd
so
you catch it
excited.
at?
At the Durham Bulls game.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and I was like, and there was a kid behind me. I was like, no. I had to give
give
it
it to him?
Yes.
Oh, what a good guy.
No.
I would have laughed at him. No, I'm just kidding. And that's what happens when the red Ninja Turtles your
Yeah,
favorite
there you
growing
go.
up.
All right. So college. What? Say that. What's the question again?
Is ECU the best baseball team in the country?
No, it was a real question.
No, that was the real question.
Really?
Is ECU the best baseball team in the country?
I'd say
Currently?
probably.
Currently, they're the hottest. I
They're the
won't say they're
hottest.
the best because they're definitely not. Also, Tennessee, let's have a talk. This isn't a sports podcast.
No.
Tennessee, let's have a talk. Why are y'all such a bunch of chotches? You lost 9 games in the regular season, but you lost to Campbell.
They lost to Georgia too.
You lost to Campbell University.
I almost went there.
Good for you. Anyway, they lost to Campbell in the regionals.
Yes.
And then as the moment that they beat Campbell in the regional finals, they were flipping off the fans. I was like, what's wrong with you people?
Because
A
they're
note.
Tennessee.
Tennessee fans are the worst.
Not Kelly. Kelly. Sorry.
Kelly, you're the... No, I'm just kidding.
But
An-
if you go to Tennessee,
They are the worst.
they threw a golf ball at Lane Kiffin.
I know.
Not Lane. Poor
Nate,
Lane.
you look like you have something you
I was
sorry.
just listening. But a note on Campbell University. In basketball, they have one of the highest NCAA scores ever.
Really?
He is one of the best players in the G League.
Who?
I forgot his name, but he's like 6 foot. That's why he didn't make the league very
Mm.
well. He was on the Rockets for a bit. Y'all talk and I can do some research. And
Let's-
okay.
Foxy, look this up for us.
Foxy.
So anyway, my favorite part of the College World Series or postseason baseball for college this year is that NC State swept the Pirates,
Yeah.
were the number 32 nationally ranked team, and didn't make the playoffs. That's hilarious.
I feel bad for NC State.
I don't.
They're getting like ruined. This is the second year in a row they've
I'm
been
glad.
cheated. That's wrong.
Wolfpack fans, if you're listening, I'm praying on your downfall.
Oh my
I'm making a
gosh.
lot of enemies this episode.
Don't make them.
But that's
mad.
because the Pirates are the best in the country, baby. Let's go Pirates.
his name is Chris Clemens.
I've heard
Okay,
of Chris
yeah,
Yeah,
Clemens.
yeah.
he's Campbell, and he owns one of the. Is close to the NCAA record, I think, for most points in a career or something.
Nice. Yeah, I
I've
know
heard of Chris Clemens, and
Yeah.
I don't even watch basketball. Pretty good.
But the comment on, I think ECU is having a great baseball year. They've had enough of baseball year that I know about it. So
It's only because Nate's friends with me and I write about it for
Hot
a
take,
newspaper.
Hot take. I think it's probably going to be Arkansas, but that's
To win it all?
Yeah.
y'all been
That's a
making a
weird
lot
take.
of bets on Arkansas on this podcast.
This is the second
Arkansas
one I
made the Final Four this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was a hot take before
Exactly.
the
I think
March
Tournament.
Madness.
it's either going to be Arkansas or Ole Miss, in my opinion. But it's definitely going to be an SEC team, but it's not going to be Tennessee.
Tennessee's
I just,
really good.
I know that I'm
It's
sure they're
not
great.
going to be
They're a
Tennessee.
bunch of
though.
chotches,
I
but they're
can't
really
picture
good.
Ole Miss being good at baseball. It
I
just
can't
doesn't
picture Ole Miss
mentally.
being more than mid at anything.
They won 22-8 the other day.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, and that was in a championship. They
Yeah.
won 22-8. So they're playing one of the best in the league or in the country, and they beat them 22-8. So
Sounds like a football score.
yeah,
Our final question from Thomas Powell Helms is, how do you know if you is pregnant?
did ask it.
You got your Google mixed
How
up, my
do
guy.
you know
Mixed
if
up,
you
my-
is pregnant?
Are you trying to announce something here on the pod?
He is married. Probably is a guy.
Yeah.
How do you? Okay.
Thomas, thank you for all your questions this week on the
Um,
Small World Podcast. We will have you on at some point in the near future.
um,
No, you don't need to answer. I think that was sufficient.
I got an answer. I think.
Okay.
Like,
I gave him the easy out, and he wants to take the hard
you might
road.
feel sick.
I do
want
wanna-
to.
Morning
He did have one more question I wanted to mention.
Okay.
He asked who had the more successful rap career, Nate or Trebo.
You don't even know who Trebo
I
is.
don't
That's why I
either.
didn't ask.
I
it.
want to find out who Trebo is.
Oh,
I need
God.
to up
Trebo.
my game. If there's-
Travis, I'm so sorry if you're listening.
Foxy,
to
who's
this.
Trebo?
Travis Bowers II is a North American rapper.
All right, cool.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
assume
Foxy.
it's
Thank
Trebo.
You get the pat. How about you,
that's-
Globy?
That is
Sorry, I was just distracted a little.
Globy's
bit.
omniscient. He doesn't speak to us, just like I'm just kidding.
What?
Anyway, it's such a niche audience of the people who know you and the people who know Travis.
It's not worth mentioning. I wanted to know who my competition was. That's all.
Okay, I'll play a Trebo song
It's not
Oh.
necessary.
live on the air for all the listeners.
Is this copyrighted?
I hope not. He made the beat himself.
Oh, he better not sue us.
This is Trebo 2016. The song
Is this
is
how
called
radios
Inception.
play their music?
Get that fake piano going.
So it begins.
Garage band.
It's gotta be
beats.
such a weird podcast experience.
Yo, I'm stepping into the game, sharpen my skills, getting ready to kill any beat that you throw my way.
Wow.
I'm where the sick should be in the hospital. I make moves and how I not to it. I'm on to try to be something I'm not gonna be. What I am and my music is hot. You telling me you haven't heard of me? Okay, well,
Wow.
stick around. If you don't like what you hear, then you may want to
It's
find a
just
different sound.
a
'Cause I
comedy as we
got
go.
my head in the sound killing and with an answer on me. Not murder this beat, think of it and I'm wanted. If you think I'm just
Okay.
gonna tell you something, I'm being for real. If it's not what you wanted to
Are we
write,
playing to the chorus?
look over there's the exit. But hurry me quick because I'm the director. I'm set by the record. Don't need to approve an election. The passion, respecting my beats are me, be me, and the real. So you best pay attention. This is my inception. I'm just
I
getting
think Chris
started.
likes it, Nate.
I think he does too.
No, that's the whole song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was it.
I think he's
Oh.
better than me.
I still have no idea what you said in that middle part, Travis.
He had an Eminem vibe going on there.
Travis, do you listen to the pod? If so, let me know because I'm sorry if you didn't want me to play that. But if you don't, great success. Anyway, so he has the better collection of music, right? But you definitely have the better hit single in
The
First
one
Love.
song.
Yeah.
Everyone, please stream First Love by Do Not Attempt.
It's at like
Do it.
12,000 streams.
Really?
Dang.
Yeah.
That's almost as
It's
many as the Small World
It's
pod.
popular in Norway.
No, it's not.
No,
That's not real.
dead serious. I'll show you.
Foxy, pull that up.
Foxy.
We gotta know.
Uh,
Foxy, you good?
all right.
Foxy. Okay,
He's
good.
taking a little nap.
Yeah, he's good.
Globy, how are we feeling?
That's in the last 7 days.
Why
That's
does it
really
have 27 streams in Norway in the last 30 days?
What?
I don't know.
Let me. Give me that.
I'm on
Why
a
is Do Not
playlist.
Attempt bigger in Norway than it is in North America?
It's in Bud, Norway.
Bud?
It's in Bud, Norway. Hey, Bud, listen to this new song.
Hey, Bud.
Bud? What do you
Bud
think,
from Bud?
Okay, Foxy likes it.
He fact checked it.
Yeah. And Bukgu, South Korea. Torns, Norway.
Torns?
Torns.
Why are these just
Manio.
English words?
Manio.
Manio, North Carolina?
Rocklaw, Poland.
All right, we're done.
There's a lot of cities up there. He could go for a while.
How are we doing on time, Nate?
We're at 40 minutes.
Nice. It doesn't feel like we've been talking for that long.
You only got 2 streams in Wilson.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Probably me.
Both
And
of
then
them are me.
21 in Bud, Norway.
He's
Probably just the same guy. Like, I like this.
He's huge in
Who's
Norway.
listening to me in Kill Devil Heels?
Kill Devil Hill, man.
The Wright brothers are just out
I'm
there.
thinking about making some more music though. Legitimately.
Ooh.
We have 2 big announcements on the pod, everybody. Number 1 is the collab of Jack Cesaire and Nate. And
Dropping
then number
another
2
album.
is the collab of the Small World podcast and Jack Cesaire. I don't know why I flipped him.
Yeah,
The order
I mean,
of
but
That was
mentioning
weird.
If I do come back out, I'm not going to be Do Not Attempt anymore. I'm laying it to
it.
rest.
The rebrand.
Yeah.
Are you
What's
just
the
gonna
new
be Nate
name?
Pearson.
I think I'm just going to go with, I don't know if I'm ready for the reveal, but I'm going to go with Nate Taylor if I do anything.
Nate.
It's
Taylor.
simple. Smooth. It's just smooth. It's just
Nate
smooth.
Taylor.
I'm just kidding. No, yeah.
I still
Sounds like a
gotta-
country star.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah,
I
I'm
still
gonna-
got to release my bluegrass album, but it's all right.
Maybe I'll do like an N8 to make it look rappy.
Oh, wow. Innate.
I'm not
Please
going to
don't.
do that. I'm not going to do that. That was a joke.
Innate. I like
Oh.
it. I like it. I like it. That's pretty good.
All right, y'all. So the final question for today's episode comes from none other than our Texas correspondent, Jack Cesaire.
Nice.
And he asks, quote, "What is the most controversial opinion that you think is true?"
Oh.
This is a good one. Thank you for the
I
question,
can't.
Jack.
I don't know if we can even say these. I
Why
don't
not?
because it's controversial. You might be hated for hate. Like
Okay, there's like 30 people that listen to this.
wow.
I have a very controversial opinion here
Okay.
in Wilson, North Carolina,
Oh.
southern United States.
If he
area.
mentions barbecue, I'm reaching over to
it's
Foxy.
not barbecue, it's music related.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Luke Combs is trash.
Ooh,
So is Morgan Whalen.
that's not even his
So
name.
is Florida. I don't care. I don't care if I got his name wrong. So is Florida Georgia Line. So is Luke Combs. Your country is trash. There's only one real country, and it's been dead for a decade. So
That's a fair assessment.
there you
Looking
go.
for countries that have not existed for a decade.
Yeah,
What about hold on. What about Charlie Crockett? You like Charlie Crockett,
Charlie Crockett, he's good.
but you said it has been dead for a decade.
It's because people are trying to revive it, and he's
okay,
trying.
gotcha.
but
He has
radio-
2 good songs.
Radio hit like radio country is not country. That's dead country.
Yeah, is country like is modern country still like pop country?
It's just pop. It's not even country.
Okay, heard.
It's white trash pop.
White trash pop. Got
Yes.
it. Nate, what is your most controversial opinion that you believe?
You go. I'm still thinking.
I'm still thinking too. That's why I deflected. to
Ah.
you.
I have another one.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Controversial Opinions with Austin
Yes.
Newborn.
NF is mid.
Yeah. I didn't adhere to that like
At
as
first.
soon as like a year ago,
Yeah.
but like yes, I 100% agree.
NF is mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking back, why are all your opinions music related?
Because most people get so upset when you talk about their artist. They're like, Luke Combs is the best. He sings about Bud Light. No, he's not
I don't
good.
think he
Here's
was
my
that
controversial opinion. If you have ever been to a concert at the Walnut Creek Amphitheater, you are living a lifestyle that I do not want to be a part of.
great. Where's the Walnut Creek Amphitheater?
That's the one. That's the amphitheater that like all the Luke Combs
Oh,
concerts.
at least
are
I mean I'm
at.
safe, I guess.
Hey,
Only
hey,
been to the
hey,
PNC, baby.
hey. Lumineers sang there too. And I went and saw them.
Austin went to a concert there like 2 weeks ago.
It's a Lumineers concert.
Well,
Lumineers are good, and Camp
Oh,
was there
okay.
too. Camp was good.
Oh,
I
okay.
enjoyed Camp and Lumineers.
No, that's not my real take.
It was all a bunch of white girls, but I was like, Lumineers.
You are one of the white girls.
Yeah, but they're good. Lumineers are good.
Yeah, for sure. They
Yeah.
have like Ophelia.
Oh, Ophelia.
Anyway, what were we saying before?
Controversial opinions.
No, there was.
I can say mine.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, upon reflection, the best in-suit Spider-Man was Andrew Garfield.
He's in
Yeah,
that
that's
show.
a controversial opinion for sure.
That is very controversial.
Not like the best overall everything, but like I think there were a few scenes I would take out where he got a little too bullyish, but in terms of his quippiness and ability to show emotion, his ability to show emotion just in the suit without any facial emotions, he nailed it in like his acting in that suit. Which Andrew Garfield's a great actor. He was just given a bad script.
He's in that show I was telling you about before.
What show?
The Under the Banner of Heaven.
Oh, okay.
He's in it,
Oh.
and he plays as a Mormon, and it's interesting.
Nice.
You should watch it.
Shout out to Mormons.
I've been showing everybody. No, shout out. Don't talk about
He kind of like he's in that same like not exactly the same category, but like kind of in that same category as Robert Pattinson, where they played that one role and they got so associated with it, but they're like top tier actors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like they're
called method acting.
Yeah, they're there. You go.
that's good. Your controversial opinion.
All right, my controversial opinion is that the Boston Celtics are so boring. They're the most boring finals team of all
agree.
time.
They've been boring ever since they became a team.
I wrote a opinion article about this for the East Carolinian this week. Would you guys mind if I read that for the podcast?
Okay, you can read some of it.
I'm going to read the whole thing. It's
Oh
like
my
500
gosh.
words.
Just 500.
If they
words.
win though, they're the definition of defense wins championships.
No, they're the definition of mid is mid.
If we're talking about football,
They're just a defensive team.
Georgia,
It's not fun to watch.
University of Georgia football program, defense wins championships.
That is an L take, and you know it.
They won
That is an L
national
take, and you know it.
championships.
All right.
You know how many national championships ECU has in football? None.
All right. The Boston Celtics have created the most boring finals run, if not entire playoff run, of the last quarter century of National Basketball Association play. There, I said it. The team, composed of young talent and veterans tested by Father Time, put together some of the most unexciting basketball.
Al Horford.
Yes, don't worry, my hit piece on him is coming. Have put together some of the most unexciting basketball that my eyes have ever beheld. The problem lies not within a singular player, nor group of players, nor the coaching staff. The problem exists with the franchise as a whole, from the top down.
Dang.
Let's start with Jason Tatum. As the franchise's primary star, Tatum serves as the primary scorer and the leader on the offensive end. This season, the 2021-2022 NBA season, Tatum scored a career-high 26.9 points per game while averaging a career-low in three-point percentage, as well as being within 0.3 of a point from averaging a career-low in field goal percentage. To summarize, the heart of the offense is having the most inefficient scoring season of his career, yet usage and time of possession are not considered to the fair-weathered fans when looking directly at the still impressive 26.9 points per game. The question is, at what cost to the offensive unit? This is not a hit piece on Tatum, but his 12 points on 3 for 17 shooting in Game 1 of the 2022 NBA Finals was a non-factor, with the Celtics blowing the Warriors out by 18 points. To be fair, in that game, Tatum created 13 assists. However, they were boring assists, mostly outlet passes and easy looks. Gone are the days of Celtics legend Rajon Rondo and the assists he created. For more on this story, go to the East Carolinian.
Wow.
I will say, I mean,
Wow.
I know you have the hit piece on him, but my most enjoyable part of watching the Celtics for me is Al Horford. He's the only person
hate Al Horford.
Why?
Let me read you why.
Why did I
my
say
word.
Al
Drafts.
Horford, the 36-year-old center, found the fountain of youth. Unfortunately, he did not drink enough from the fountain, and his 3 games of dominance are over. The Eastern Conference final runs against the Miami Heat villainized Horford for me. As a Sixers fan, seeing Horford put up elite numbers after his abysmal time with my favorite team
That's why.
has done nothing but inspire me to nitpick every movement that he makes on the court. The lanky, awkward moving center should not be able to produce at the level he was producing at through 2 playoff series, and hopefully the Warriors have figured out the key to slowing him down. That key being to make the old man move so he exhausts himself defensively.
Oh, my word.
I'll jump down to the end. I hope they find their way to a better home. Oh, wait. No, I need to read that whole paragraph for that to make sense.
Oh, okay.
It's one more sentence. Calm down. The only redeeming quality that this team has is Jaylen Brown. He is wholly interesting and fun to watch, and I hope he finds his way onto a better home than Boston. Warriors in 6. Sincerely, a Philadelphia 76ers fan.
Wow.
I honestly, Jaylen Brown's like the least interesting player to watch.
You
for
are.
me.
All right, pods out.
His dunks are nice.
Jaylen Brown is the most fun player to
I think
watch
he's
on the Celtics.
arguably he's definitely the best two-way player. But he's not a great off-ball defender.
You know
Awesome.
you know what I know about the Celtics? Their court gives me a headache. Fix it. Like, just make it normal. Like, it's gonna be like it's from the 1920s. No, fix it.
What?
It's ugly, and your logo looks like it was drawn by a child.
It was.
Yeah. So.
My two favorite people to watch in this series, one on each team, have been not the best players on the Celtics. I've enjoyed watching Derek White just do his thing, whatever it is.
The fact that they got Derek White for free.
And he's balling.
He's been balling.
And then I like watching Jordan Poole. I want to see what once he gets to maturity, what he'll become. But he's just kind of a wild card right now. But
Yeah.
Mid.
I don't think he's great. He's just fun.
No,
to watch.
he's better than Clay at this
What-
point. in
like
his
he's
career.
going to be. He could be great.
Yeah,
like
for
he has
sure.
that potential.
So who's winning this?
It's 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, it's tied 1-1 series. Game
Steph
tomorrow
tomorrow
Curry,
night.
yay!
Game 3 is tomorrow night. Nate's
So-
coming to my house to watch it, right, Nate?
If I'm allowed.
I'm assuming.
I'm just kidding.
I'm assuming y'all are
Just
cheering for the Warriors then.
I want a good series. I don't even care.
I just hope both teams have fun.
No, I don't want them to have fun. I'm tired of watching Draymond Green line up as an offensive lineman and push people, though.
That's
the best
fun.
part.
You saw that
I
clip,
saw
right?
that.
He literally gets off of
I
like a
love that.
3-point stance.
That's
So
good.
anyway,
He should have been ejected for a double technical, but they didn't call it.
I don't hate the Celtics. I just don't think that they're fun to watch. They're boring.
I enjoy watching Curry. Curry is fun.
Gotcha.
I like how the conversation about LeBron James just was like,
Well, he's been irrelevant for the past 2
LeBron
seasons.
announced he would
Good.
join the Warriors or something like
I
that.
saw that. I didn't read into it, but I saw that. That's weird.
no.
Why did that come
Someone
up?
said they should trade Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, and a pick for LeBron.
Could you
That's-
imagine Steph Curry and LeBron playing next to each other?
It'd be nasty.
At this point in their careers,
That would
still
be like-
fine.
It'd still be
That'd be like-
disgusting.
It'd be like Penny and Shaq. It kind of worked, but
It's not at all like Penny and Shaq.
Well, you
Please
know-
don't make that comp.
well, you know how they eventually were
Penny
kind of
can
like
shoot
button.
threes.
Okay, towards the end when they started butting heads.
That's like Rondo and Ray Allen more than anything.
But when there's button heads. You know
It's
what
like
I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
really-
just two dominant players who shouldn't be on the same team.
In terms of like what you're describing, you're definitely describing a Kobe Shaq personality.
Shout out to
clash.
Penny Hardaway for
Yeah.
being the only.
Anyone in Shaq, I guess.
Yeah,
All right, I'll try that again.
Sorry.
Shout out to Penny Hardaway for being the only NBA player I've ever met. I'm glad ECU destroyed your Memphis team this year when y'all played us at home.
nice. He
Penny.
gave him the
That's so
pinky finger. He gave him the pinky finger.
All right, to wrap up today,
Oh man.
we'll return to the book of questions.
Oh boy.
Is it Dr. Gregory Michael Scott?
Oh my
Michael
gosh.
Scott.
Sorry,
I didn't mean to do that.
Michael
Gregory
Gregory
Scott.
Michael Scott.
Is it just
Michael
Gregory
Scott?
Scott?
Yeah, it's Gregory Scott. I don't know
Gregory
why we
Scott.
shout him out every time.
Because he's
I've
wrote
learned
a nice
his name
book.
now. Sorry to Michael Scott.
Sorry, Michael. Out there selling paper somewhere. Keep at it.
I didn't have one ready. I'm sorry. Please banter.
Pick one. Globey, what do you
Chris
feel like
is
about this?
fired. Jack, you're calling in for a host spot now.
Yeah, Globey agrees.
All right.
So go ahead.
Today's question is question number 9.
All right.
On a typical Sunday, 10,000 people visit the Louvre in Paris. If a wicked sorcerer threatened to vaporize all the museum's visitors or all of its art, sparing one or the other based off of your plea, which would you save?
If you're like me, when your group
Wait, I'm sorry. There's another clause. Assume the sorcerer will obliterate both the people and the art if you don't choose one.
already
so
know
if you're like
this.
me, you aren't even in the situation because in the time you were supposed to be in the Louvre, you were walking with a girl to the shoe store.
You were what?
Yeah, they were gonna walk alone the streets of Paris, and I was like, you probably shouldn't do that.
Women in Paris?
Yeah.
Isn't that a Kanye song? No, I'm just kidding.
But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Foxy,
Yeah, so-
is it?
I walked in the Louvre. For a little while. It was really. I saw the Mona Lisa, all the cool stuff.
I've never
But-
been out of Really?
But then then they were like, let's go here, and I was like, and I was gonna, my other friend was gonna go, so it would have been cool. It was kind of cool to walk the streets of Paris by yourself, no adult supervision or anything when you're 17. But before I answer the question, one last fun fact: I think it's like if you look at everything in the Louvre, every piece of art for 5 seconds, it would take over 3 months or something like that.
Wow.
Like consecutive. It's crazy.
So you would say save the art is what you're saying?
I mean, I'm gonna save the people. They
Good, I
created
say.
the art, so
Screw the art. Get rid of it.
Okay.
Mona Lisa's an ugly painting.
Did you see recently where some dude tried to destroy the Mona Lisa?
Yeah, but it's got bulletproof glass
Yeah.
in front of it. He threw a cupcake at it. Like, what are you gonna do? Take that!
He threw Kevin Durant at the Mona Lisa?
how many statues could you push over in the Louvre somehow? And I'm sure they're bolted down. Or how many could you somewhat damage before they get you out of there? I say half of one.
Nah, like 2.
Nah, they got
There's
like
security
French
officers on
assassins with
every corner.
baguettes.
If
Like,
you're talking like
Yet
they just like they got a knife in there.
like if you just run up to the statue of David and just heave,
Can I say one more difference about like
just push on. Never mind.
one more difference between? I'm sure it's bolted down. It has to be.
That part's not.
Oh,
Oh, let's go through it. Nah, never mind.
Family friendly podcast, guys.
one more difference between like going between London and Paris. London, there's barely police officers with guns, right?
Yeah.
Like most of them don't unless they're in heavy tourist areas. But when you go into Paris, they're carrying full on. I'm sure they're automatic assault rifles, and they're wearing their berets and everything in full military attire, and it's just like
baguettes, man.
Them
bruh.
baguettes, they'll get
Baguettes.
you.
They say they
So
call
like
it
that was an
baguette,
interesting
assault rifle.
experience
Yeah.
to walk into like France, and there's just people walking around with guns like
Assault
everywhere you go.
baguettes.
Assault baguettes. Oh no.
No,
Fully
this was
automatic
right-
get outlawed?
baguettes.
This was a week before ISIS started going crazy over there.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, so maybe they're
Anyway, I would
That's
just
fun.
simply not respond to the sorcerer.
You want it all to be destroyed?
Let the world burn.
What's 10,000 people? Like, that's messed up.
No, I'm just kidding.
Who would answer the art? It's like, how vain would you be to say save the art?
I mean,
Screw the art.
You can have more
there's
kids.
a
I'm
case.
just joking.
There's a case
I'm joking.
for it.
No.
Nah.
I'm saving
Isn't
the
this just the
people.
story of Job?
Yeah, basically. But it's
Destroy
like
the
I
art,
see it
destroy
this
the
way.
people.
I see it this way. How you make more art? Get rid of the old stuff.
I mean, there's always
There's not a
people
limited
producing art.
capacity of art.
Just
But,
get rid of
like,
the old stuff.
I don't know. Their art is great, but we put like such a name on certain artists historically when there's people that like today are like 1,000 times better that are probably going to starve and never make money
Yeah.
off their artwork.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't have gone to college for an art degree.
Meanwhile, Van
It's
Gogh.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I mean, they weren't famous during their times, but like maybe it's because there's an oversaturation of art now.
There's
I mean,
a lot
really.
of art. I don't understand Van Gogh how he got popular. I mean, he literally said, "Hey, babe, look what I got you."
Mm.
An ear, his
Right.
ear. He
Yeah.
sliced his ear off
I mean, if
for
that's
his
what you gotta do
girlfriend.
for the fame.
She
I mean,
left
like-
him.
Fair. Yeah. I probably would too.
Yeah, he was a nut.
Yeah,
So was Dali.
Like-
Dali was a nut.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
I 100% understand like Leonardo
DiCaprio.
DiCaprio. Yeah. He's my
I totally
favorite.
understand decapitation.
DiCaprio. He's my favorite actor of today.
I thought
Great
we were
art.
still talking about art. I was like,
No.
are you trying to say Da
But I
Vinci?
really no. I was gonna say Da Vinci.
Leonardo-
the other Leonardo.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I mean,
you know,
they're
he painted the
equally
Mona
great.
Lisa.
They're
Yeah.
equally great.
Leonardo
Nah.
DiCaprio, Sistine Chapel.
I understand Da Vinci because it was just beyond art for him. He
Yeah.
like was pushing the
Yeah.
bounds of science at the same time. But
Yeah.
some of these other ones, I'm kind of like, what did you do?
Yeah. What's that? What Picasso? I don't get Picasso.
You know that like by Van Gogh's Starry Night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, they can't put that in dementia dementia hospitals, like because if people look at it, they start going crazy there.
What?
Yeah, it's like it can literally messes with the mind of people who
Have you
have
ever looked
dementia.
up? I'm sorry. Have you ever looked up Pablo Picasso's full name?
It's long, isn't it?
Yeah. How many words? How many words? do you
More
think it
than
is?
one.
Probably 4.
Pablo Diego Jose Francisco de Paula Juan Nemponquinto Maria de los Remiros Cipriano de las Santísima Trinidad Ruiz y Picasso.
That's too much.
And if you know the epic rap battles of history, you get why I knew that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Wait. Did you say Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez?
the fact that you didn't know that by heart and you had to look it up.
It's been a while.
Tough. What are Zach and Cody up to these days?
Who knows?
Riverdale. Well, it's over now.
What?
They were on
What is
Riverdale.
Riverdale.
One of them was.
One of them was in a
Cole Sprouse, right?
Yeah, Cole was also on a romance movie that everybody liked. Recently.
Was it the 5 Feet Apart or whatever?
Yeah, where he was like a clingy boy.
I don't
I
know
don't
where
even know
Dylan.
which
I don't
one
know
that
what's Dylan doing. I mean, he's gone. Like,
Yeah,
but
nobody went on the cruise with him. I know that much.
Zach and Cody, if you ever want to be on the pod, just let us know.
Gotcha.
we're only referring to you by Zach and Cody, though.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I will
We-
not call you Dylan or Cole.
Send us an email and we might respond.
Yes.
It depends on our schedule.
Don't call us. We'll call you.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, what a good episode this has been.
That's pretty good.
Foxy, thanks for joining us today.
Good job, Foxy and Globy.
Globy.
Anything?
You just hear it.
Wow.
Yeah. You just
Yeah,
hear like
good one, Globy.
music.
That was hilarious.
The omnipotence.
Yes.
Anyway,
Globy told me a good joke.
I would preview our next guest, but I don't know who it is yet. So that's it. Pod's out.